Welcome to day 6 of Revit Essential Training course. We are going to continue with the one we've done in day 5. So we put grid lines, adjust some elements, put staircase, edit some components, and so on and so forth. So to better saw this. Now, the first thing we need to do is to put grid line in this. So click on come in the architecture at the last, going towards the end part of the right corner, right hand side. Click on grid. So you snap it to the middle. The name given is 4, so you can change the name here. When you click on it, so go to the letter part and click on it, double click on it, so change it to, let's say, 1. So if you change it to 1, it will allow you, the next one you are going to write is going to rename itself accordingly. Look at it, say 2. So grid line 2. The same way with this one, so grid line 3. So let's do the horizontal grid line. Click on it, it tells you that grid line 4, but the same way you change the first one, you can change it. So change this one too. Select it and change it to A. So when you change it to A like that, if you click on similar create, so you select that it's changed to B. If you change this one, you can change to C, and you use the last one, and you change to D. So you have the whole the grid line being selected. So now if you've done it, like anywhere you are on you are going to see them on the floor. So if you go to elevation as well, even on the roof plan, you have them there. So ceiling plan, you have them there. If you go to elevations, you are seeing them being done. Now, as you've done with that, so now you need to modify your design the more. So on the ground floor, let us create staircase first. So when you click on the staircase on the architecture, the component is there. Look at the staircase, that's stair. So there are some stair that come with what? Stair by components. If you use this stair by component, it's like a defined stuff. It just allow you to bring like template. Let us just try it and see what I'm talking about. You can imagine, just like a template, just allow you the flexibility of drawing your design. So everything just appear. So I don't use this kind of, so you change it. You say Ctrl Z, or you click finish and delete it. Delete. So I want to use my home because I want to draw it properly. So say staircase by sketch. That's what I want to use. So staircase by sketch will allow me to do my boundary, run my running and everything like that. So I want to use it from here. Run. Bring it close. Okay. From here. And from here. Good. So as you don't have it like that, change this one, shift it back, and join the element, shift it back. So carry this, stretch it, at the same time trim it. So if you select it now, you can say move from these points, join it here. So you have that. It's the same thing with every other aspect of it. So when you look at it, you can say click finish. If you click finish, you've created the staircase for yourself, and you have the staircase at the level you want it. But something is that I don't, because it's jammed with the door, so you have to edit it. Say click, just click on it, select it, click, and say edit. From the editing, you trim this. You don't want it, so click on this and say delete. Leave this line like that. So you can come here and add it, the staircase. So you just click on riser. These black ones, these black lines are risers in Revit. So you click it that way. I want to bring it to this part. So you draw it here. As you are drawing it, it's supposed to be seeing the number, increment of the number, reduction in the number. So the boundary now, this is the green one at the boundary. Why this one is just the blue one at the directive, the part in which the part direction which it flows. So from there you trim to get what you want to get, and say select it, align it to a wall. Okay, align it to wall. Fine. So click OK. So as you've done that, so as you have it like this, now you can toggle around. Like you want this down to come here, which means that you climb from the right now to come to this place. So if you enter like that. So on your first floor, it's not showing because the slab, which is the floor level, has already covered. So you need to edit the slab by creating, just say edit boundary. In the edit boundary, you just create the opening for what you are doing. So from here now, create it that way. You get what I'm saying now? Fair viewers. Now create that space out. So this inside this space are the empty space. The remaining side are the floor. Understand? You create an empty space, so you create the void from here so that the staircase will breathe in. So click on finished. That is what you've done. You have it in that part. So as you have done that, the next thing for you to do is to bring in the section so that you know how the staircase flows. So on your architecture, on your view, click on section. So cut through the staircase as you want it to be. So this is where I cut my section through before. But let me draw it back so that I'll be able to carry larger portion of what I want to see. So go right click on it, say go to view. And if you are not doing that one, the moment you create that thing, you see that the section building itself is there and being created. So you can click from here, say okay. So this is the staircase you create. So you climb from down to the up, and you can change the staircase property and change the type of the staircase. So you can say monolithic. If you change monolithic, you see that it didn't change. Are you getting it? You can go back to 120. See that, you see. So I prefer monolithic because it allowed me to see what I wanted to see. So that is the monolithic. You created this one and move. So this is the staircase aspect in which you have created. So anywhere you create section, the staircase is going to, let's say you want to create another section now. So you click on it, say create similar. So when you click here now, select it, toggle this arrow to face this side, because if you are facing that. So flip it by clicking here to flip that. So on it, say go to view. You see what I'm saying now? So this is the staircase, you are seeing it. So this, look at it here. This is this section 1 which cuts by side, but this is section 2 which cuts across the face. So to allow you to see how you move to the top. So you having the section, having everything, cut through the window, cut through every aspect that is needed in the drawing. So as you have done that one, the next thing to do is to create foundation. Look at this from section. You see the way foundation is empty, nothing is there. So click on the ground floor. On the wall, click on this wall, say select all instance. So as you have selected all instance, you go to this place, say copy all the walls. So from you go to foundation, and your foundation just say align to current view. Be placed there, but don't ever let it be this manner. So as you selected blue, come to this place and change the height to normal height. Remove the, calculate it very well before you do this one. Remove the floor, what is it called, the thickness of the floor out of that. So from the 1000 of the level, so we have, let's say we have 800 millimeter. So click on it. You have to say yes, delete it. All those ones that are not needed, this windows has gone. Then this door, delete them on this floor. Then when you go back to section, good. Are you seeing that you now have elements in the section that represent the components? So like this floor now is too thick for me. Click on and say click, edit it, make it 200. That is 8 inches. So it's there and accurate. So that is how you create section and things like that in Revit. So anywhere you click, if you create more section today, you are going to find all these elements appearing in the section. So that is it. Now the next thing to do is to start putting templates in this place. So the templates like what? Like family, like chair and so on. So go to architecture, click on components, and from here start selecting what you want to put. Let's say I want to start putting chair. Let's choose dining. I want to put my dining here. Stay and load. Okay, escape. So again, click on the components. Then I want to put my sofa. Put it here. Maybe here I want to put my plasma home theater. So you put it here too. So why I'm rotating is that you can, on your keyboard, when you have an element selected, you got to be pressing backspace. So it will definitely be changing for you. So this is kitchen. I don't like where the door from the kitchen comes from. Supposed to open to, so just say okay, it's supposed to open to dining. So you can click pick new host. Okay, pick new host, you change it where you find it. So you toggle around. Let's say you want it to be in the middle. Now you click on the component again and you search for anything that you need that okay you are in need of, like kitchen cabinets now. So you select this, I bring this in. So if it's the same size and pattern, you can use it. If it's not, remove it, just put it. So that's a kitchen component. So you can put an exit, say create exit door, and put exit door here, so that people can access it on. You can have exit door from your kitchen to the back of your house. So we did this one on the ground floor. We go to first floor. So on the first floor, we still have the traces of those ones. So if you don't want to see them again, I remember I told you, click on this, on the underlay, go to up and say none. So those ones are not going to be there again. So what you need to do, click on the components, same thing, click on components again and go and select bed. I want to use this particular bed. Let's say I want to use it here. Understand? So maybe I have the bed here. Like in this place I have the bed. Now I don't know what I want to do from in this place. Now let's say okay, I want to use this one as a toilet. So I click on this, the components, go to WC, find WC. Okay, this was some basin. Okay, put it here. Get more. Okay, I can put this kind of one here. Any other one you need, go here. So like this one. So you put it here. So that's the now from here. This staircase, I want to change the pattern where you enter from, because I want this place to be just be like a mini sitting room. So click on pick host again, change the direction. So when you enter here, you enter to this list. It's just like a family lounge. Before you come to this particular place, so here you choose a component, and your component just pick a chair, like this chair, and put it. You can now pick maybe stool. So like this coffee stool, change this one. It's okay. Next, let it be like that. You can bring pictures and bring so many other things. But for now, this is how you design your template and you get it right. So here, I want to have access to the barcode. So click on the door and say, let's place there. So it's being done. Align it to the wall. Good. So now, like a graphic representations, we all of us, we don't like the way the space will just be empty. So we like putting some certain patterns. So what we do here is that you click on annotate, click on the region, click region by fee, then you draw. Okay, say finish. So the pattern is generated. So like that hash, you can edit them by making them vertical or whatsoever you just need that. Okay, it's okay for you. So horizontal upward, horizontal down. So you do it, let it apply. Is that what you need? If that's what you need, if you don't like that, you can change it here on the fill pattern. Click on it twice, let it be edited. Choose this particular one that's been done. So now you choose that. And this time you can copy it and take it up and say you should paste, align to current. So since they have the same size, it will be there. So that's what you have done here. Selecting the couple, you can hide this if you don't want to be seeing them on the ground floor. Hide, right click on it, click on it, right click on and say hide element. So you can hide the category and let everything be disappear together. So like let's say like this one now, I want to hide all the grid lines here. So click on it, say right click and say hide category. You see, none of them is visible, but if they are visible, if you want to see them back, you come to this space under the refilling, you fill hidden elements, this particular small dot at the lower window. So click on it. Are you seeing it? So as you see them, this red showing you that their element, they are still existing, but they are hidden on this view. So you can click on any one of them and you click on hide at the top here. So category, click on it so they are visible. So when you close it, you're back. So that is how you work on your roof. The next thing, just let's quickly create roof. So we go back here at the level 3. That's where we want to create roof. So you click on architecture and say, where is the roof? Say roof by footprint. Roof by footprint, click on rectangle for a quick stuff, or you can be clicking on the line if you have a complex design pattern. But since it's a rectangular box we are doing here, what you just need to do is to click on the rectangular design part. So type from here if of the roof 600 mm. So go to the edge, last edge, and select all around. So one thing is that you should look at this, the divine arrow. This shows that where the roof falls to. The roof fall to the floor pattern. So if you don't want any of this one, you can decide to change it down. So you click on this and say finished. So the pattern shows for you when you look at it from the elevations. You see that the roof is created. Okay, that is how it works. So you can drag these people to go more higher. Do the same thing here. Let them have some more height to themselves. So as you have done that, okay, so these are how you design. This is the roof for you. So now you don't have fascia, so you need to create fascia. There's something, fascia is something funny. So some fascia that you do, but I don't normally use that kind of fascia because it doesn't give me what I want. So let me just use to go through to my own pattern of fascia that I do. So go to level 3, say components, say model in place, come to roof, say roof, and say fascia. So that roof one, just like a fascia, you can rename it to your something. So I want to use this particular one. So I say sweep. On the sweep, what I do is that I select the pattern floor and click like this. Say finished. So on this, say edit profile. On the edit profile, say west or anywhere, you just know that that thing is. So you from here, you just do a rectangle, do like this. You can close this up to this level, but because maybe I want to use a ceiling later, I would not like to do that. So click on finished. Say finish again. So you see the fascia is available. It's okay. That is what you have here. Now what I want to show you again is that on the side, when you click on it, it's showing you the roof plan. You see all this line just fall into one line. It's supposed not to be like this. What you need to do is select this thing. When you select it, go to edit profile. Edit type. You want to do so, click on the structure and you click on the roof. It's like I want to change the material, but I want to change the pattern first, graphic pattern. So on the surface pattern, click on it. What you need is on drafting, that's why it was, but I want to use model. So click on model and go to, maybe you can change your own or create a new one. So create new. On the new create, just say 90 degree. Change this one to a smaller size, like let's say 70, and say okay. You notice something? This one 4 separate, this one 4 separate, this line 4. So that is how. So there will be different kind of falling of patterns. So if you have it that way, it's more easier and give you a control over your graphics. So anywhere you are on the elevations, this thing is not changed, even though you're on 3D. Let's quickly go to 3D and go and see the way the patterns falls. And so go to view 3D default. So zoom in. Did you see the way they fall? You see now. When you go around, you see them. So that is how you design in this particular one. Wow, this one did not have. You can do it on the 3D here by what? By just link these two together. Good. So it's being linked. So you go back to your foundation. On your foundation, you're supposed to have a level ground. So you go to massing and sites, click on topography, drop 4 points around. Say okay. If you do that one, go to your 3D, go and check it whether they are in the good positions. So you see that they've covered your foundation, so you need to take them back. What you need to do is to edit again, then you just select all these 4 lines and you say -1000. Say okay and say finish. So when you finish this, you see there is gap now. Allow you to see your foundation level. So that is how you draw in Revit, by doing some certain details and place. So the next thing to do is to annotate this drawing. So when you annotate the drawing, you find it more comfortable and more conducive. So let us quickly do that one. That will be the last part of this lesson. So go to annotate, go to text. So text here, say living room. So you see that the letters are bigger. What you need to do is to click on it, edit the type. So from here you change the size. The size is too big, text type. Set the size to something like 2 or 3. Say apply first, so it's reduced. So change it again to smaller. It's too big for me. 2.7. Say apply. Okay, so right. So you can change the. You can as well change the font text. The way you work on Microsoft, that's where you work here too. So you see the font is changed. So let's just use this particular one. Now you copy this one around. It's not that you should, not necessarily that you should copy them. You can just continue to creating whatsoever you want to do. Say like dining. If you have, depends on, you can copy around. If you want to edit this one, you copy around, then double click and change it to kitchen. So that is how you annotate and you get what you want to get. So in this one, we've done with this a model of it. So all what you need now is to repackage this thing and give it. So in the next lesson, we are going to do some